and probably what has everybody the most excited right now is uh, the Assault Intercessors and the update to the Necron Warriors from the Indomitus box are finally coming into Kill Team. We had talked about these models a little bit. Uh, we made like a series of videos about the Indomitus box models and talking about which models we thought would actually make it into Kill Team, and these two were like givens in our opinion. So not really that surprising. So we're let's look at the Assault Intercessor first. So it's got movement 6, weapon skill, ballistic skill 3 up, strength 4, toughness 4, 2 wounds, 2 attacks, and then figure you bring the chainsword with it, so it's really 3 attacks. Leadership 7, 3 up save. Uh Pretty good model overall. I mean, it comes natively with that like 18-inch heavy bolt pistol with the chainsword. It's going to be all the Astartes chain swords hopefully will be AP1 now, or at the very least this model's chain sword is going to be AP1. What do you think of these guys, and how do you think they're going to, I don't know, what do you think they're going to bring to Space Marine kill teams going forward?
Yeah, the only thing that kind of surprised me was 2 attacks. I was expecting 3, kind of like Reavers, I guess, but 2 looks like it's going to be. But with obviously, like you said, the chainsword, they'll get a third. Um, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, it's just an intercessor with a different gun, right? Or a different weapon, rather. So, I mean, nothing too surprising there. I can't imagine there's going to be any like passive extra abilities because I think right now the main comp is going to be like we're going to compare it to Reavers, right? Because Reavers are kind of the same niche. Um, so Reavers have an extra attack. They have that leadership debuff to enemy models, and but they don't get the cool chainsword with the AP1. They get like a
Yeah, and the combat knife that just gives them the +1 attack. So, um, I think we'll see a lot less Reavers now, just because in competitive kill team, crazy vertical maps where things like the grappling gun or the grappling hook that the Reavers can equip, it doesn't really make much of an appearance in competitive play for kill team. So I think we're going to see Reavers just kind of go on their way out unless they get some sort of significant update. And they've already been put out to pasture in competitive Warhammer 40K Big Hammer. So
yeah. Do we have like an estimation on how much assault intercessors are going to cost?
okay, so right now, regular intercessors in 40K, I believe, are 100 points for a squad of 5, and that's just with like basic weapons, just like their basic bolt rifles, no power weapons, no chainsword for the sergeant, except I think the chainsword is free. So they're 100 points. Comparatively, a squad of 5 assault intercessors is 95 points. So with these guys coming in, I could see them being like 15 points per model, and then the uh just regular intercessors getting a boost, not really a boost, it's more a debuff, becoming like 5 points more expensive comparatively. But
Yeah, I
i'm
could
not i'm
see.
not sure if GW is going to do that big of an update. I think they're just going to drop these guys in, and whatever points cost they get, they're not going to be shifting points for Space Marines.
Yeah, I can see them being cheaper than intercessors, but more
Hmm.
expensive than reavers, which I think would be a really good value unit.
Yeah, I
But
think they'll be cheaper than Reavers too, which is the other reason as to why Reavers are, you know,
oh, if they're cheaper than reavers, then reavers are for sure dead.
yeah,
If they're more
yeah, and
expensive
that's what
than
I
reavers,
think is going to happen.
yeah, if they're more expensive than reavers, then I can see there being some reason to take those models still, maybe.
Yeah, against T3, they're good. They're good, so they're going to be cheaper than these guys. Um, it says that they can take the Zealot specialism, so that will be at least one of the specialisms that they can take. The Sergeant can take a Power Fist or a Thunder Hammer. How do you feel about the Power Fist on this 2 wound model with no invuln save?
It sounds like a regular Intercessor Sergeant to me. So
Yeah.
nothing we're not used to. It's a good model.
Hmm.
How much it costs, but yeah, Power Fist Intercessor Surgeon right now is already a pretty commonly seen model. So I'm sure that
Yeah.
one having the ability to take a second one could be really nice, potentially.
Yeah. All right. So moving on from those guys, Necron Warriors, they didn't really get any sort of update to their data sheet, I don't believe. Still movement 5, weapon skill, ballistic skill 3 up, strength toughness 4, 1 wound, 1 attack, leadership 10 with a 4 up save. All they got was they just got a new gun. Instead of the Gauss Flare, they can now take the Dark Reaper. And we talked a little bit about that. They didn't put the stats for that for the
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's I'm trying to remember back to when I saw the Ghost Reaper profile for the first time. I think it's rapid fire one 14 inches. It's like a really short range weapon.
yeah, like 14 or 18, I think.
Yeah, and it's like it's AP2, I think.
Yeah,
It might be strength 5.
yeah, it
I
might
might
be.
be on the money there, but I could be.
That sounds right to me. Yeah, so I mean, we talked a little bit about it. Um, I'm not really sure if you'll see a lot of the oh geez, the Gauss, not flares, Gauss Reapers.
Yeah, it really depends on if you have to pay for it, you'll definitely never see it, like the extra from like what a 12.
Yeah,
Because 14 inches is just so like that's so short range for a rapid fire weapon. You need to be within 7 inches to get 2 shots.
yeah,
Um, like I can see one with the idea that you would advance with him and then use tireless advance to ready him up, even though he advanced.
yeah.
Um, and that could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I mean, I don't see it changing the Necron meta too much.
Yeah. In the article, they talk about superior inheritance, the Necron tactic, and this is not a new tactic. They've had this since was it Elise or was it the annual?
Technically, it was not made like officially legal until the annual, but it did exist before that from the Necron Kill Team box
Right.
they sold. Um, but before it was in the annual, there wasn't like an official ruling on whether or not this was a legal tactic because it technically wasn't in the book,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't in the
Mm-hmm.
core book or the elites book. So when we got it in the annual, it was like, okay, yeah, we can use this now for sure.
All right. So at the end of the Warhammer community, the Warhammer community article, they say that every model from the Indomitus box set will be getting brand new rules to liven up your skirmishes. And because this is a kill team article, it literally, as it's written in black and white, it seems that they're telling us that everything in the Indominus box is going to be coming to Kill Team. Um, I personally find that hard to believe because there are some models in there which I don't think have any place in Kill Team. Shane, what do you think?
I'm calling BS on that. Whoever wrote
Yeah,
that has done a serious number on us all because um, there's just no way. There's no way that everything in that box is coming to Kill Team. I refuse to believe it. I will happily eat my words if I'm wrong, but I don't think we're going to be getting bikes. I don't think we're
no,
going to be we might get Scorpec destroyers at some point, but even that would be kind of big. Um, but like
those models are insane.
yeah, they are.
Like, like, do I want to play Kill Team if the Scorpec Destroyers make an appearance on the tabletop?
Like and then like eradicators and stuff. Like there are no Gravis armor Marines in Kill Team, so
No,
for them to
no.
casually throw that out there at the end, like so weird. I feel I don't know.
Yeah. And let's not also forget this isn't like the first time that Warhammer community has made a mistake when writing a kill team article. Most recently they came out with a Kroot article, and in in the article there was a link to buy Kroot models, but they don't sell the Kroot models anymore. They
Yeah,
were like either out of production or they were out of stock at time at the time of the article publishing. So, they make mistakes like this. It's a big company, it's a big operation they got over there. So I would not be surprised if this was just some sort of miscommunication. But yeah, like come on, eradicators?
Yeah,
What do we need a
no way.
36-inch assault melt-a-gun for in Kill Team? And don't tell me it's the Scorpec destroyers, because they're also like I just feel bad for all the other factions, man. If that's
Yeah.
the case,
Hey,
because
this
then
would be
it's
the
like,
first.
geez,
Yeah, this would be the first time we have like real codex creep in Kill Team,
yeah,
and which would be absurd because there's still things from Eighth that they haven't updated. Like a lot of Gene Stealer cult stuff from Eighth still hasn't been ported over. Like in that game, um,
like
like
Brood Brothers.
aberrants, I was thinking get a rending claw, and every time they fight with a power pick, they get to swing with their rending claw, like twice, I think. In Kill Team, they don't even have a rending claw,
Yeah,
let alone a rule to let them fight with it. Like I don't know.
yeah. There's lots of stuff that Kill Team just doesn't have.
Yeah, for sure.